Hello everyone, good afternoon. It's Redacted and my camera is frozen once again. But we are here, week 5 of the Aegis podcast. Welcome. We have a lot of people here with us today. I'm just gonna go around the table and introduce them, and then we'll get this thing started. And let's start off with my wonderful rambunctious co-host, aka the Night Goblin, Chelsea. How you doing?
A lot of descriptor words, but regardless of the implications of all that, I've been good. You know, chilling, doing school, playing Baldur's Gate, which I'm sure is a game that you've been enjoying very much, Redacted, in the name.
Haha, you got jokes. I see what you did there. But no, I haven't been playing Baldur's Gate. I've been outside touching grass.
Such a shame. Anyways, we are joined by 5 other enjoyers of the Aegis Marauders League. We're just going to pass it down to Moose, the caster. Moose, why don't you tell us how you're doing?
I don't even know how I got here to begin with. Like, I just put in. I found out before this cast that I actually stole a spot from somebody else.
You didn't steal a spot.
Oh, it was already there for me. It was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
Casters get priority, man. What are you talking about?
So
That's some secret podcast knowledge that you all now know.
Well, I appreciate being a priority member of this show when the AML is live, and glad to be here.
All right, pass it down.
All right. Well, next we're going to get into the players section. The most recent addition, at least in terms of the people on the podcast, to the Aegis Marauders League, we have Coffee, the now returning support for Dorado Gaming Zeta.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Redacted. While you've been touching grass, brother, I've been touching my hair. So, but I mean, I'm chilling, guys. I'm coming in to save the day for Dorado. Unfortunately, Toy had to leave. Whoa! Let me finish. Unfortunately, Toy had to leave, so I don't know. I have to play. I'm only playing because Rudy asked me to.
Right. Well, with that,
we're gonna get into that
slightly long-winded introduction, we are going to move on to currently, I believe, still undefeated support Xprint X of Eclipsing Tide's Blood Moon.
Yeah, Chelsea basically said it all right there. I'm just running when the real games are going to happen yet.
Same.
That was a sentence of all time for sure. Moving on, going to, I believe, jungler now of the ever-changing roster, ID Umbra Yulveric. What's going on with you?
We are big chillin'. Hopefully, we finally landed on a roster that's going to stick. And yeah, I'm just going to hope and pray it doesn't blow up again.
And facing him this week is everyone's statistically least favorite member of the Aegis Marauders League, Deadbotting.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, the stats don't lie at Deadbotting. I ran the polls.
And that's Mr. President to you. We'll make CCS great again. Mark my words.
He's got my vote.
Also, I really hope Eclipsing Tide Blood Moon win, so this guy can get a new chair, bro. What is that? What is that chair? It's at like a 45-degree angle. Okay. All right. Guys.
Oh wow, I really did ping a Voyeur twice. Whoops.
Well, now that we're all here and we have all been sufficiently introduced, we're just going to start with the recent happenings. Last week was, I believe, the first week of qualifiers. Some teams won, some teams lost, as is how things go. We're just going to go one by one, I guess, in the same order. We'll actually start with Moose to cover the match that was on stream, which I believe was Primal Instinct Purple versus LCE Noir. Moose, heard it went to 3 games as is tradition for LCE Noir. Want to give us a recap on what happened?
Sure. A bunch of shenanigans, for lack of a better word. A bunch of, I think overall, I think the game was for sure in, I think the game was for sure in Primal Instinct Purple's favor. We were taught the last time that we were here on the podcast, we had Turtle here, and Turtle said it flat out. He said our team gets in our own head, and that's why we lose games. And I quote, he says, "We are the best team in the league," with the biggest quotation marks ever. I've not convinced that that's the case, especially after what we saw in their first game. They fell apart. They lost 2 jungles. 2 jungle dragons in a row, stolen by their opponent. They just were not able to recover once Dragon Soul was taken, and they had a really tough time. I think they had, one of the most unexpected, I think, times for me for any team in the AML in terms of what they could have done and how they performed. Now, granted, they were able to come back in game 2 and in game 3 and bring it back with pretty solid gameplay, choosing hero champions, that hadn't been played by them in the AML. The Belbeth coming out for out of the blue, basically, unless they're using them on a different alt account or whatever it may be. So bringing out the Belveth, bringing out other champions that didn't necessarily get a lot of screen time previously before that week, and showing us what they can do, and able to pull that off. But I think it just goes to show that the players' representations of themselves are just as accurate as maybe a caster or a viewer's representation. And for Turtle to say that they get in their own head and they can be their own worst enemy, I think we saw that in that game. Still entertaining nonetheless, but as we move further into the AML, out of the qualifiers and into the playoffs, getting in your head is how you're going to get eliminated, and you're not going to be able to move forward. So get a grip and don't let those problems in a game, or don't let those missed opportunities in a game get to you.
Yeah, for sure. And I will make the addendum on the note that Primal Instinct Purple, coming out of the Ixtal group, only fell behind now I believe they're called Distortion Overdrive and Iceborne Black in the group seedings. Of course, as last week was the first set of cross-group matches, this is our first time that we're seeing these teams that are going to be interacting with each other through the rest of playoffs. So a third seed team, dropping a game to Lit Club Esports Noir, which I'm sure many of the other players have heard about. Lit Club Esports Noir, I believe, had 100 points in terms of the preseason seeding, and to put a relative factor on that, the team Eclipsing Tide Blood Moon with the most had 3,000. So dropping a game to a team that was not really expected to do much of anything would be a bit of a shock. However, Lit Club Esports Noir themselves have taken games off of many other very established teams. Shogun, they took a game off of. Dorado Gaming Zeta, they took a game off of. So I guess, and I'm opening this up to the group, I wanted to hear your thoughts on, is Lit Club not as bad as we thought they would be? Or are the teams that they're playing just bad? Thoughts? I'll open up to first person who wants to say something.
They suck.
Whoa.
I mean, I've only played them once. I didn't play them when Zeta played, obviously. We suck, though. Don't let me get you wrong here. Zeta, we're pretty bad. But the one time I played against that LC Noir team, I was scrimming on Blades, and we did not get to play 3 games. So, but I don't know. Maybe they're game time gamers.
Interesting. I know Deadbotting, you yourself played against them in the regular season. If you could shine some light on how that series went.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember the series, but I do know that they played the teams like right after we beat them. So they played TA Shogun, I believe, right after we beat them. I'm pretty sure they played these teams after we beat them, and after we played Dorado like mental boomed. I'm not gonna lie, like they just mental boomed. And we had like some roster issues, like scheduling and stuff. So our roster kind of changed a little bit, but I don't think LCE is like the worst team in the play-ins or the playoffs or whatever. But I don't think they're like gonna make it per se.
Okay.
So let me chime in here based on my observations from the last week qualifier matches and looking at their, AML stats, their Dewan stats, whatever you want to call them. They are very the compositions that they played in the AML were very, I think, indicative of what they played throughout the entire season, going for this, duo ADC, split pushing, teleport, trying to be able to get your marksman ahead to a point then where the gold on your ADCs is just so unbelievably large that you're gonna be able to eclipse any other player on the other team. And I think that was the strategy going into it. They were able to execute that in game 1 thanks to some Dragon Soul or some Dragon stacking, but then also being able to just get that damage in. But the problem with that is Primal Instinct Purple was able to download that. You played the same composition pretty much all 3 games. Tristana, Ezreal, you went for some, relatively stable support that could stay consistent throughout the early to mid game. You played a jungler that can go in with a little bit of CC, and you played a top laner that really didn't get a lot of attention until the mid game, which is kind of there to be a placeholder. Primal Instinct Purple was able to recognize, hey, all we have to do is just build a bunch of armor, be more dynamic with our damage output, and we're going to be able to destroy them. And we saw the evolution of that. Game 1, very effective. Game 2, not as effective, ended up losing the game. Game 3, completely downloaded. The game was done in 15 minutes. So this goes out to all the players in any league, but especially in Masters level play. You need to be dynamic in your drafting. You cannot pick the same thing every single game and expect it to work. You are not that good. I'm sorry, you're not.
Interesting. LC Noir, according to Moose, seems to be a bit of a one-trick pony playing around their AD carry. Your mom's OP. My goat, personally. That guy is my goat. But moving on to an earlier point, actually, that brought up by deadbotting. You guys have had not the original roster, or at least you guys haven't been playing with the original roster. I know Nodal, I believe, has stepped away from comp for the foreseeable future. So,
yeah. R.I.P.
I mean, bro's just stuck in grass, like, it ain't that deep.
Yeah, I think he had some stuff, like, in real life he had to deal with, and Goat also had, his family pretty much forced him to go on vacation, so just like MIA. So.
Imagine as a league player being
Actually got
forced to take a vacation, bro.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, but on that, I guess you guys, I believe, I don't know when this happened, but I assume your most recent match, you guys were playing with your new roster, and you guys did pretty good. You guys 2-0'd Nameless Evolution. I heard that there are some Karthus shenanigans that turned on that series, but I guess how's it been adjusting with the new roster? What are prospects for the future? I know a lot of people looking in from the outside, besides obviously you, the 2 names they would recognize are Nodal and GoatBM. So losing at least a name recognition, what should the league expect from this new iteration of Lit Esports Red?
I mean, pretty much this new roster, I've played with pretty much all these guys before at one point. So I mean, it's been pretty easy. We haven't scrimmed at all really. We scrimmed once. We got this roster together 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. But I mean, it's been pretty easy adapting, and we're just teams always ban Karthus, and I'm usually getting 2 or 3 banned by every game. But last week they only 1 banned me, and not go well. I was forced to play Karthus, hoping Ulrich bans Karthus tomorrow so I don't have to play it. Because, I mean, they're not going to win versus Karthus, let's be honest.
I don't know about that. We'll have to
it's going to
see.
be swift. It'll be very swift.
So you're the exception of the. You think that you are that good. If you get to play Karthus, you will carry every game.
Yes, I will carry every single game. They can camp bot. You can try to get their hyper-scaling AD carry player ahead. It won't matter. Ban Karthus, please, for the love of God.
Lit in 2.
I will make NACL.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
I'll make CCS great again as well.
Cheers.
It's not coming back, man. I'm sorry. But anyway, real quick, before we move on to our next segment here, because I do want to respect y'all's time. I know I think Sprint has a scrim at 8. So, Coffee, let's talk about it real quick. What's up with Zeta? You in support now?
Dude,
What happened, man?
Okay, so
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask.
So
what's coming.
I was playing support kind of for fun on Dorado Gaming Kai earlier with Joker as well. But I kind of took a bit of a break / was doing other stuff, and then I left Dorado for good.
I remember.
I don't like.
Had a whole note and everything.
Yeah, I'm only like this. Like I'm only playing on Zeta as like a favor to like Riddy and Alive, the coach, just because they're my friends. So, I mean, I didn't leave Dorado on like bad terms or anything. But anyways, basically, long and short of it is like 2:00 in the morning. I get a message from Daniel, Alive, the coach, and he's like, "Hey, so Toy just left the team." And I was like, "Okay." And then I was talking to Riddy, and I was just like, "You know what? I'll play." So, I mean, we're figuring it out. I mean, I think the team we're kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Got a lot in common.
I'm gonna be pretty honest. I think we're pretty bad, but we have like 2 or 3 weeks to kind of figure it out before like actual playoffs roll around. And at the end of the day, if we lose in planes and we have to play against friggin' GG Grandma, I'm slow stroking Lonery. I'm Aunt Helming in that mug. He's mine, man.
Helling? Okay, I don't know what that
We're
means.
not.
But,
We're not. We're gonna.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna. Not to
Does that get edited in post?
Hey,
No.
you know,
We
says
don't
Logan.
have a post.
As long as we don't talk about the context,
Oh
then I
my
think we should be
god.
fine.
But also, like, it would be fun personally for me to play against. I mean, I know no one on my team wants to play against GG Grandma because they're all like fucking babies. But like, it would be fun for me because like Lonery's my friend, and also Akata used to play for Akuma like 4 years ago, and regardless of what happened with that, I still like that kid. So it would be fun to play them.
Yeah.
GG Grandma coming in for, or I should say King Coney coming for title number 2.
Yeah, I mean, you alluded to it a bit before, but this qualifiers format, these seed 2 teams are pretty much, at least Indigo and Dorado Gaming Zeta, are going to be playing a match to decide who doesn't get stuck with the last remaining team out of the groups. And GG Grandma definitely looking like the favorite out of the, at least out of the group of like 3 seeds and below. I think coming into the season, I'm surprised that they didn't make it to the like top half of the qualifier format. I believe going definitely below AegisEsportsGG3 X, because we saw that match on stream. And I think the other team in their group was Horizon Gaming Blasters with, I believe that roster's the Sir Rizel roster. So yeah, GG Grandma definitely faltering a bit during the regular season, but they're still going to be a big threat to be avoided during the bracket stage. The team that wins that Indigo Zeta series, which could potentially be you, Coffee, who knows, is most likely either facing one of like the top teams, which I guess would be like Primal, Lit, ID Umbra, depending on who wins that series coming up. So how are you feeling about that sort of echelon of teams, Coffee?
Huh? What happened? I just
No.
He's too busy chatting.
everyone is better than us. Okay, we suck.
You suck?
We're the worst team.
All right, well, fair enough. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth. I do want to spend just a little more time on that Lit Esports match versus Iridescent Dawn Umbra.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that.
Yeah,
I just want to say one thing. You guys are sleeping
Yeah.
on Bing Chiller's Crab Rave. That's all I'm saying, man. GG Grandma's got to beat Bing Chiller's Crab Rave next week or tomorrow, and that's gonna be a banger series.
No, they don't have to. They don't have
They
to.
took down Shogun
I mean,
last
realistically,
week.
they should.
Cool Crab is my goat.
I don't know, dude. Did they 2-0 Shogun? Things can
I mean,
happen.
Shogun's been boomed for like how long now?
Oh man, no, that was
Not
Vision Shogun. That
I
was
just wanna
Vision
say-
Shogun. It's a new roster, new team name.
I just want to say, when we played TA Shogun, they were undefeated and everyone was hyping them up. And then we 2-0'd them, instantly mental boomed. Just saying. Everyone
Yeah,
was hyping them up.
I mean, if you look at the patterns, that botting has mental boomed 2 teams in the Void group so far.
Who
knows?
This is my goat.
Yeah, who knows, Yoveric?
Like-
You could be next.
Playing 2 teams against Ixtal group in the play-ins. We just played one and we're playing another one. And I just won Ixtal Clash yesterday. So
Oh, I mean,
it's like, it's kind of destiny at this point. Like,
the stars are aligning. But Yoveric, I will give you the chance to give a rebuttal. I know your new roster, I believe, brings in famous CCS player Panzora, formerly
Yeah,
of
Panzora,
CCS
top lane
Intermediate.
goat. With our roster originally, the only two people that have been consistently playing have been Demo in mid lane and Utsi in bot lane. Everything else has been changed at some point. But now we've been doing some scrims. We've been playing. Everything's working pretty good now, hopefully. So hoping to keep Uzi's CS numbers up. He loves my jungle camps and I love winning, so it works out.
Oh, Varric talk like he a salesman. Man.
All right.
That's crazy to me that you would say that. You would say that about Uzi, and you play on a team with Matchy. You don't keep that same energy for him. That's crazy to me.
Oh,
I mean,
I asked him to play Samira. He says he will next time, and then come the next time he says it again.
you'll very. I will have to ask. I know you are a big fan of your AD carry. I mean, this guy has been putting crazy numbers in the league. I need you to convince us that he's going to destroy deadbotting, because from what deadbotting says, he's the best player in the league. So
Hey,
how
let
are
me
you going to
tell you,
reconcile
all the real
this?
CCS fans know that back in the day, the rats cleared deadbotting, and we're gonna do it again. I'm channeling the power of the rats.
Those were different times. Those were different times.
Different times, brother. Amen.
Why you guys going on the bench then if it's the rats?
There's still one rat left.
Rats didn't even make playoffs that split to them.
Damn, we didn't even make playoffs and we cleared you.
Yeah, we didn't make playoffs either.
Damn, we got a lot in common, don't we?
Actually, we might have. I don't remember, but people are sleeping on us. You can see in the content channel. They got us losing to you, so people are sleeping on us for sure.
Yeah, they're the real ones. I think the next person who wins between us, they get what, the wild card 1 slot, or how does that work?
That's a do-on question.
No.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say on the matter.
Why do you think you'll clear them though, Varric? Like without revealing any strats?
Yeah, we just been messing around. I do a lot of the work behind the scenes when we're doing like scouting and drafting and whatnot. I mean, everything was like really rough for like starting in mid weeks when we had like literally like a wild card. Like I never knew who was gonna play on the day because so many people's schedules are just like, what the heck going on? Life was messed up. But this time though, we've been playing consistently for like about a month or so, and things are like feeling really good. Like communications, like how we're playing, everything. The stars are aligning. I got some real good juju. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, like this isn't an elimination round, right? For you, correct?
No, but
No, it's qualified.
It is for them. If we beat them, they'll mental boom and they'll get eliminated.
Oh, yeah. I see.
I don't know.
I was
Last time
actually
you guys
gonna
took
ask
a
real-
loss by deadbotting, you lost 2 in a row.
Oh,
So I don't know, man. It's the
streaky.
second week of second
I was
week,
actually gonna
right? So
ask real
you got
quick,
2-0'd by us, and then got 2-0'd by Nova Fear Gaming.
Hold on, we were up 10k gold on you guys. We started for funning. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, just started for funning.
For funning to lose the game, or just lost the game. I don't know what the difference is.
I'm not gonna lie though.
It's an LA
We actually wanted to play in play-ins. We actually didn't want to
Oh, here we go.
like play for seeding. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Playing for seeding
here we
is
go.
so.
It's the same shit you said in advance, bro.
Okay, but
The
this
same
format.
shit you said
Okay, but
last split.
listen. This format is actually so bad. Like, finals have probably already happened and nobody even watched it. If you think about it, like the finals have just probably already happened.
Actually, I wanted to ask real quick because I was looking at it and I didn't have time to look up the rule book. So, Moose or Chelsea, can you explain the 3 tiers to me? Obviously, I know what elimination means. If you lose, you're out. But what does the qualification 1 mean? And I'm guessing seeding just means like if you win, you get a higher seeding than your opponent. Like you're both playing for that seed, or like,
So
what does that
redacted.
mean?
After all the qualifier matches end and like the teams that are making it to bracket are confirmed, there's this big selection event, right? There's not like I mean, we have no, it's done in tournament chat. It used to be live, but it is not. But basically, all of the seeding is set up to where the first seeds are playing for seeding within their groups, and the second seeds are playing for seeding within their groups. So there's going to be, tier of like 1 to 4, and then they basically go in order of picking the teams that pretty much make it, because there's 16 teams in total. So the best first seed, which is determined in the Swiss, is going to get their first pick of the wildcard teams to pick. And then it goes like the best first seed, and then goes the second best first seed, and then it goes through the first seeds, through the second seeds. And then after that, the first seeds in order of their seeding get to pick which quadrant they want, like which second seed they want to have in their like quadrant. and then the top first seed gets to pick which of the other first seeds, so first seed C or first seed D, is on the same half. So the bracket is kind of sculpted by the teams that have won the regular season, which
Damn, that's crazy. That's actually really OP.
yeah,
I don't.
It pays to be
I don't
good.
think it's good. It just makes
I
the
didn't say it
season
was
not.
good. I just said it pays to be good.
Makes the season not really matter if you think about it. Like you're just playing for seeding anyways, and like what was the point of like seeding to begin with?
Dead botting, but you got like a shitload of prize money, man. Why can't you just, find the best players and pay them?
What do you mean? I'm already doing that. That's why we qualified. That's why we qualified for NACL. We already found the best
We're not talking about
players.
NACL, bro. We talking about AML.
Listen, AML, same thing, but it's like best players. We already have them, and they're in NACL. So I mean, Masters players, all the same. For the day, I'm just like a notch above, you know. Varric better be ready to camp bot. That's all I'm saying. You better be ready to camp bot.
I'm taking red. I'll be a level 2, brother.
I actually do want to ask everyone about this, because it is something that's really big that happened in the amateur community, right? Coffee, you actually brought
Ross
it up
is
at
my
this point.
goat.
I didn't bring it. So no, let's real talk. What is everyone's thoughts on like the TA collapse?
That guy is an elite financial advisor.
It's politics, man.
That shocked the shit out of me, man.
I mean, listen,
Politics.
Redacted. You, Chelsea, anyone who's in the Dorado server, you guys are pretty familiar with my stance on Team Ambition as a whole.
We know.
Quotes
channel.
Let's just say I had a nice drink that night, and I enjoyed my afternoon. You know, it was nice.
I have a little bit more insight into it. Pretty much like because obviously
we really need deep insight. Just
it's not like crazy insight. It's just like most of the
most of
the amateur
people,
teams.
I still know them and are affected. by it, so I really do feel for them.
But most of the amateur teams are like operating at like a big loss, and these teams are just like a lot of these teams are just promising things they like can't keep up with, like the Supernova thing as well. Like this isn't the first time like a team has like had a problem like this, like because obviously like it's such like a Wild West like type of thing. Riot isn't really like hands on. They're pretty hands off with this. With tier 2, tier 3, it's like a lot of these teams are just like doing things they shouldn't. Essentially, I think it's you run into a lot of issues with things like that, and it sucks for the players because it's not the players' fault, and it's it's a bunch of young guys, but at the end of the day, like that's just like how it is. Like it is.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Shitty situation. Varric, any thoughts? Or Moose, Sprint? Or we can move
on. I would just say just read your contracts a little bit more specifically. It's a dick move, but that's all I'm going to say on it.
I read a lot of those players are also like kids.
I get that.
They're like
use your resources and
19, 20. Yeah.
Like as much as you want to say they're kids or not, if they were able to
for sure.
sign a contract, use your resources.
If the contract,
I'm not trying to knock anything off the guy, bro, but like he's a piece of shit for what he did. Let's be honest. I think everyone could agree on that, but. Just
I was actually on a Limitless team back in CCS. The Limitless shenanigan that happened, if anybody remembers that, Frauds was actually one of the teams that I guess bought us out. So then we rebranded to TA Knight. I think it was like 2 years ago or so. I've had nothing but good interactions with Frauds and TA for the most part. But I mean, it's still a shitty thing that happens when stuff like that happens. It's when you're talking about thousands of dollars and people's like potential future lives and whatnot. It's there's two sides to every story, but it's a pretty shitty story that I'm hearing coming out of Frauds' side.
We paid all our players the day we signed them. The day we signed them, we paid them. We will never have that issue.
The fact for me was the fact that like I heard of TA, for a little bit, and I was like, oh yeah, TA, big amateur, or like I was like, damn, it's like 4 or 5 years, they've been running, and all of a sudden just What do you mean TA's poof? And of course, in stereotypical amateur fashion, which is really unfortunate, it's always financials. Or one of the reasons things go boom.
I will say, the way that people were talking about it before everything came out, I thought it was going to be way worse. I'm not saying that not paying your players isn't bad, but I thought it was going to be like next level bad, like prison bad. But like
I know exactly where you're going. I was thinking something like that too.
Wind was talking like, I've got a nuke. It's like, bro, it wasn't even like, if this is a nuke, like, I don't know.
JC5 appearing in a twit longer,
Like, man, I coached. I coached a team in Belgium for a year and I didn't get paid because the org went under, and they said that they didn't have to pay me. Like, this is nothing. This is par for the course in esports, sadly. But you know, I was expecting a new.
I think the best thing we all can say is, for any younger listeners out there, like not even younger, just anyone playing an amateur, always get someone else to read your contract for you, just so that way you have another set of eyes on it. Even if, like, it doesn't have to be your parents, it can be literally another friend in your Discord server, or hey, maybe reach out to the casters, because obviously, like, especially if they're a more tenured caster, they might be willing to just let you know, because I'm sure some casters at some point maybe have had like professional experience. I don't know. I'm just gonna assume that, and have dealt with other things. But just get another pair of eyes, and if you don't trust that pair of eyes that read it for you, then get another pair until you feel comfortable. And then if you don't feel comfortable, probably don't sign it then.
I disagree. You should sign any piece of paper someone puts in front of you.
No, shut up. But anyway, now we're gonna move on to the quiz, because I want to do it, and PVS worked really hard on it. So god damn it, we're gonna do this quiz. First question. Here we go. Bam. All right. You need me to read it to you guys? Fine. Which team has the highest drag percentage in AML in the regular season?
I had a whole ass conversation with.
How am I supposed to know this? I started playing last week.
And we got at least a 25% chance.
It's gonna be Iceborne.
Is this like a group activity or something?
It is a group activity. Everyone gets to choose an answer. So yeah, Moose, what's your answer? Gotta go quick.
Connie Sports.
Chelsea.
It was not one of the answers, by the way.
I have no clue.
I'll say mine's the Crab Radiant.
Wait.
Yeah, I agree. Go Crabs.
All right, Chelsea.
Holy Carrot said it's not Iceborne, so I'm not gonna pick Iceborne. I'm gonna pick GG Grandma.
Okay, did we get everyone?
It's Lone Ridge Jungle. It can't
Go
be
Crabs.
GG
Go
Grandma.
Crabs.
Or very.
Go Crabs Radiant.
All right, everyone who chose Crabs is correct. With
Oh my god, I'm so good.
It's Lone Ridge Jungle.
Yeah.
I
Herd
only
mentality.
remember this because when what's it called? Distortion was playing as Crabs on stream, they literally said, "Hey, this is a team that only plays for dragons."
Nice. All right, which team holds the lowest average of heralds per game? That's actually kind of sad. Oh my god, holy shit! I saw the answer.
Iridescent Dawn. It's got to be Iridescent Dawn.
God.
It's lit esports red.
It's either
It's
ID or
esports red.
It's not.
100% lit.
Wait, if LC Noir just sits spot every game, surely that makes it hard for them to get heralds, right?
Oh, that's Iridescent Dawn Umbra sitting by every game.
You may
yeah,
be true,
that's
but I
true.
gotta vote lit esports red.
I gotta vote leader esports red.
I don't know.
I'll go ID Umbra.
Oh.
No, I think it's Iridescent Dawn.
Listen, if jungle proximity was a stat.
Wait, hold on.
I'm just
Wait,
saying.
we did not consider Nyx Esports, who unequivocally sucks. So
I don't even know who they are. So them.
I also just want to point out these are before the newest stats came out. What? So this is week 7, up to week 7, right? Or
Yeah.
Was it week?
I'm gonna
8
go with
that
Nyx
came out?
Esports for being bad.
The correct answer actually is the Rats. ID Umbra.
Oh, fraud, bro.
Point
Told
2
you.
per game. Point
Told you.
2.
No,
Bruh.
that just
Utsi, I'm sorry, bro. I gotta stop camping bot so much.
I feel like you could like accidentally get
Point
more Rift
two?
Herald than that, bro.
that's I think that is
disgusting.
a good indicator of just how worthless Rift Herald is at this level of play. I'm sorry.
That-
agree.
I don't know.
Years.
Deadbotting taking notes. He's gonna lock Ruko Bell in
Listen,
his
we
match
already
tomorrow.
had we already knew that they just can't bot. I mean, like obviously they're gonna have low Rift Herald. If jungle proximity was a stat in this league, like it is in like other leagues, Uzi would probably have like 90% jungle proximity.
But I mean, like-
All right, guys. Which jungler has picked J4 the most in AML regular season?
I played against Ruko like 8 times, and this guy picked Jarvan, I think, in 7 of those 8 games. It's got to be Ruko.
Anyone else has an answer? Or are we
Yeah.
abstaining?
I'll trust your judgment.
Yeah, Coffee knows a J4 abuser when he sees
Yeah,
one.
herd mentality.
I'm gonna
Sprint? I think you were trying to say something.
Yeah, I don't know any of these junglers besides Razel, and it's not him because he's placed Udyr. So I'm gonna go with this Ali guy.
I know Ollie did play J4 on stream.
That's Ruko. People keep giving it to him. And that
Final
shit.
answer is Ruko with 4.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it's
gonna be
gotta
more
be.
actually.
This guy, every time I've played against him, he just picks Jarvan.
Which player has the most double kills in AML?
A dead botting.
Oh hell no, it's gotta be Uzi. That's my boy.
It's gotta be Uzi because he gets the most ganks. Gotta be.
That's why we don't get Rift Trails. I'll be spending time at bot lane.
Sprint,
It's definitely
you got an
toast.
answer?
It's toast.
Toast.
Wistfully.
Wistfully.
Oh, I was like,
I trust X Sprint X with my life.
I'm just saying,
so-
only
Wistfully or
one
another
player,
one?
only one player on this team lost to Graves bot lane, and that's Nutty One. So I'm going with him.
all right. Moose.
I think it's wistfully.
The correct answer is Utsi with 22.
That's my
Oh,
boy.
Remember, this is up to week 7 though, so week 8 might be different.
They didn't say 2v2s.
Yeah, how many of those double kills were assisted by like 4 other people?
Yeah, that's what
You'd have to
I'm
ask, you'd have to ask PVS.
And next question, please.
How many champions have been selected in AML?
103.
total
What
champions
the-
available. Yes,
They're 20.
sir.
103.
Yeah, Coffee about to make that number 164 by the end of the
You're goddamn right. I'm playing
Champs
Vice
are even in the
support.
game right now.
Put that on the money. I'm playing Vice support this week.
Why would 157 even be an option?
Sprint, you got an answer?
Yeah, 120.
120.
I feel like you'd already put this
Anyone
question if it
else?
was a weird flat number.
I'm going 148 because it looks cool.
Yeah, that 8 do be feeling some type of way.
But it's got to be 120. There's more than 10 unplayable champs in
The
competitive.
correct answer is 148.
Oh, that's what I thought, baby.
Wow.
It's a good number.
The 8, bro. The 8 looks
It's
so
a good
good on
number.
it.
It's a good number.
Yes, sir.
What? That's so
All right,
many. What the
what's
heck?
the name of the skin, guys?
Conquer Alistar, no?
Damn.
Black Alistar.
That was fast.
Quick, Cassie.
Yeah,
I'm not
that
even gonna
was
lie.
Albino
I'm just gonna go
Alistar.
to the next question. Good job. What champion ability is this?
That's Talia Double.
No, it's not.
Maybe-
It's casted in E.
There's no way that
Shavana
has
Q.
any.
Shavana Q.
That could be is that Rek'Sai? One of the is it her Q or E that has a weird icon that doesn't make sense?
PVS, it wasn't hard enough, man. We gotta make it harder next time.
Okay, what was it?
Oh no, and did everyone guess?
Oh, I thought you said it got.
No,
Did it
no,
get
no.
guessed?
Or is that Rek'Sai passive? Because it does. Because Rek'Sai's a weird icon that looks like just part of her body.
No, the correct answer. Does anyone else want to guess real quick before I say the answer?
Hold on now. I'm.
All right, it's Granite Shield by Malphite. The updated
I've
version.
never lost that
What?
fucking champion in my life. I wouldn't know.
Is that the one that makes him naked?
Catch me next season. I mean, last season, and maybe I get that.
I'm dead. Oh no, it's the passive apparently.
Yeah, it is the
So
one
you
that
don't
makes
even,
him
you don't
naked.
even know the answer. Okay.
Oh my god, he's
PBS
got
gave it to me like
You made
that.
it too easy.
he's got the answers in front of him. Doesn't know the answer.
Let's go more wild card round.
Well, tell my quiz guy to make sure the terms are correct. Thank you very
Got
much.
it.
Anyway, moving on to the last part of the podcast. My new version of Warrior Clips, People Stop, and Worry That's Right version. Do you guys? I bet none of you guys looked at the timestamp I sent you in the chat. Did you? So I'm gonna have
Not
to
a
explain how we
chance.
do this, right? Okay.
Redacted, bro. You told me what time this podcast was at, and I still have to ask you what time it was at. So no, I did
Yeah, I
not.
know. Yeah, I figured. You guys are all idiots. It's okay. I should know my audience by now. Not you though, Moose.
No, I'm an idiot. I chose Con Esports
Okay.
X for the first round.
All right.
Did you really?
So
That was a
what we're gonna
mistake.
do here is I am. Hold on 1 second. Actually, let me. Oh, I'm sharing my screen. Audio. So I'm gonna play a clip, right? And I'm gonna pause it at a certain time, and we're gonna choose from the perspective of either red team or blue team. If it's a people stop play, meaning like, nah, you probably shouldn't do that, or if it's a worried ass right play, meaning, fuck yes, that is the correct play. Literally, that's it.
Can I preemptively answer worry that's right for every play? Because you just got to send it sometimes.
I mean, you could.
I'm not going to.
could.
I just want to know if my ideology is accepted here.
Of course, your ideology is accepted here. But, oops, that is incorrect audio. Why is it coming through the wrong place? Sorry. Let me try again.
Yeah, I was walking out.
All right,
It's a
sorry,
young
guys.
Van clip. It's clearly an oopsie.
There we go. All right. You guys should be able to hear the audio. Okay, are you guys ready?
Sir, yes, sir.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna pause it though at like 10 seconds. So we are looking at from the perspective of the.
Yeah.
blue
I'm
team,
just
by the
sacking
way.
Q. I'm just sacking Q.
All right. What do we think? That's all the information you get.
Who are they playing against?
They're playing against
I don't
Zeha. They're playing against Zeha Perfect Tempos. That's old TA Distortion. I guess.
Oh, Distortion wins this fight. Don't do it.
It's
So it's
It's
a people
dude.
stop or word that's
People
right.
stop.
I don't even know
Like,
what the other one,
Blue side's
the
about,
bad one.
blue side's about to win.
Well, I need a majority vote, by the way.
I feel like we're getting thrown off by the fact that it's an early game fight with Zeha and Tempo. I feel like that's.
But remember, you are voting based on the perspective of the blue team. So whatever action they're gonna take, do you think it's a good one or a bad one, basically?
I mean,
Wait.
it should be a good one, but they're gonna fight at the wrong spot.
Did this happen on stream? No, this didn't happen on stream, did it? This feels
I don't think
awfully
so.
This
familiar.
was last splits, I think, right?
I don't know. I just collected a bunch of clips
I mean, Tempo.
from everywhere I could find
Lord.
them.
I mean, Tempo doesn't play on Distortion anymore, and I don't think Young Van plays on Iceborne anymore. So I'm just gonna say that it's a don't do it. Bad idea.
Are we all going with people stop?
Yeah, man.
All right. Mob mentality. Okay, let's see. The answer is. Okay.
I'm going.
Just look at Lee.
You are correct.
Nah, what the?
Nah, bro.
Wait, what just happened?
Oh, wait.
Oh my
Did all your
Oh, I
abilities
actually
get
remember
just
this
get
clip.
Yeah, he got his Zord buds wrong. What the
I got
fuck?
blocked.
Oh my god.
Nah.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yes, they have my weak side goat man. Like holy cow.
Weak side go.
Alright,
Hyper
next-
literally failed his R.
Next clip, next clip, next clip.
Don't think about it too
Alright,
much.
Here we go.
I don't know why they're posturing for this. They don't have the items, and Renekton's TPing in. Gwen's TPing in, but Renekton's closer.
Oh no.
He's gonna die.
All right. With all that information you have from the perspective of the blue team here, once again, people stop or word that's right.
From perspective-
That's against data. It's probably a win.
Yeah, I've seen this clip too many times. Like
Oh, so you know what happens,
answering-
Chelsea?
Me answering here is cheating.
Hey, they lose this.
Oh wait,
I
Sprint,
can
you
tell
can't answer this, by the way. Sprint, you can't
I
answer this.
I
either,
I
'cause
know.
this
I
is your
literally said
team.
that already.
I can tell you this
Okay,
right
okay,
now.
okay.
I don't know anything, but it has Zeta in it. It's a loss.
Oh no.
Hard agree.
So,
No.
are we going people stop for the blue team?
There's a fresh plate of spaghetti about to be served up on this
No,
video.
I think they're.
It's a worried ass right for the blue team.
Yeah, they're going worried. That's right.
Oh, okay, word that's right. All right. So the group has selected this. Let's see what happens.
Now ult from the Wukong, he dies.
Joker's in chat, man. Why are you
Gwen,
making him relive this?
Oh, double kill by Gwen!
Gwen!
There's like one pixel on my
It
screen.
might be a
Triple
word
kill
that's
by
right.
Gwen.
God, I hate this champion. Look at this.
Now she's gonna go for it. Nice! Oh, my shockwave!
The
And-
Gwen
That is
oh my
correct.
god, it's an 8.
Look at that.
That's fucked up, redacted.
The moment you see a Gwen teleporting down and you think, oh, it's an uneven fight. No, it's not an uneven fight. Did you see how many ultimates they used beforehand on Aurel of all champions? No, game over.
Where's the third option for Gwen is immune?
Sorry, Joker. Didn't know you were watching.
Damn,
All
the
right.
shade. Oh my god.
All right, next clip.
Oh my good lord.
On Dorado's side.
Another one?
Blood Moon
Why
Was
would
this
you
another
do this?
Dorado one? Oh, I didn't even know.
You're
I honestly just
evil.
like found.
Is this the same game?
Stopped by Wukong.
Oh, is it really?
This is
Yeah.
the same
Oh.
game.
3 minutes later.
Awkward.
Is it
All
literally
right,
gonna be
people stop for Dorado or worry that's right for Dorado. What are we guessing?
the stop for Dorado? Don't do it.
I don't know. We'll probably lose it somehow.
Shockwave, and Cyclone and Magnetstorm are all available. Does somehow the Jinx get a triple kill with Rocket?
So we are electing for Dorado to people stop.
I think. I
Yes.
feel like this game goes on longer, and if Dorado loses this fight, then the game ends. right?
Okay, you're yellow nerdballing the shit out of this game right now, Chelsea.
You're a fucking yellow nerd ball, man. Like, I don't want to hear
It's
it.
Zeta. It's probably a loss. It's fine.
So people stop for Dorado.
It's my
They should
team. I
not
can say
People
that.
stop.
All right, the group has elected to people stop. Let's continue the clip.
His dash got canceled.
Oh, big shot. Big
Oh
shot
my
with
God.
big
You
damage.
guys are correct.
Big AoE damage.
They just end
What
the.
a play.
I'm sorry, Joker.
By Rel and Oriana.
Yeah, I got you, Chelsea. I
That's
think it's
crazy.
too much.
Found again another flat.
Sometimes we need to not think and we need to just look at the nameplates.
You cooking?
All right.
Is it
Next
is it
clip.
another
Go
one?
ahead.
Another one? Or you can do 3 in a row? You know, comedy
No,
comes in
no.
pretty
I
could
redacted.
I could link
There's
another
no more
one. Pete, if
There's
you
no more
want.
Dorado ones. There's no more Dorado ones. All right, these ones are different from a different game. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm
There
ready to
we go.
partake in these.
But unless you can apply more pressure over the next 2.5 minutes to
All right. For the blue
Oh,
team,
no.
or that's right, or people stop.
People stop, please.
For the blue team?
Yep.
Oh,
Blue team
it's
perspective.
it's definitely. Oh, I think I've seen.
Wait, Moose, you casted this. I think you can't answer.
I'm pretty sure this Poppy's about to intercontinental ballistic missile herself underneath.
Oh,
that
this
turret and
was.
die.
Oh, this was.
Moose, you can't answer. Moose, no, Moose, no, Moose, no, Moose. I will mute you. I will mute you, Moose.
Oh my
I'm
god!
fairly certain.
Saying
Oh,
that
it's
was-
speak.
It's stop. It's
Every-
so
All the
stop,
knowers know. People stop.
Every clip is just literally bait. Every clip is bait.
So people stop.
This Poppy
people
is
stop.
offing herself.
Yes, literally.
All right, they've elected people to stop. All right, let's see.
really force him out of that position, it's going to be a tough
Oh,
Oh my god.
No, Iconic did not get the wall stun onto Haruki.
They called him the
And
wrong
now
name.
potentially that's
Jeez.
24 Cosmic Craft getting a very nice
I mean,
advance into the
Disrespect.
opening, into the damage, and that play is turned on its head.
do you think that was a very respectful Poppy play?
Did not even hit the stun.
That is so
Doesn't deserve the right name after that.
Let me tell you, I knew after I said that I said his name wrong, and after the game, I go into the chat, I say, hey, or PVS says, hey, what is the name? And I was given 3 or 4 different pronunciations for it. I got eat a tonic, itonic, and it was the whole team just making my life harder. So that's not my fault.
I mean, to be fair, Moose, you did call me Spirit for like half the season last year.
100%.
While y'all are talking, I'm gonna play the next clip.
also
This
just
one's kinda
help
long.
out PIP and the fact that
I'm just
they
gonna
have
get
own-
up.
They want to play late. They want
Go
this
for it.
this.
All right, it's a PIP clip and it's around bot lane. It's definitely a loss.
To fight in this style.
That is a good take, actually. Good take.
That slow, going to be able to
I
get that
got
extra
paused it
damage
just
into
yet.
it, and really putting in that.
All right. Oh yeah. Before I do, this is from the perspective of the red team.
Okay,
So
so
you're voting for red team if they should people stop or read us right. All right.
is this immediately after the last one, or does Poppy just never have flash up?
I have no idea. But we're
Damage that
about to
potentially
find
with
out.
that
This
passive,
isn't.
unable to get it
This
there,
isn't
and they
what
are
you're
now gonna
voting
be
on.
engaged
Turtle.
upon Turtle.
Like,
It's not
we
gonna
don't
be
care
the
about
target.
Turtle Die.
Heel's gonna get popped.
I
Turtle's
care.
gonna-
Yeah,
All
I
right,
guess that's the
now we
foregone
care.
conclusion. That's the take.
We care about this part. The TP's coming through. Blue team is kind of low. People stop or read us right for red.
I mean, it's an orange TP, bro.
Red or for blue?
For red, you're voting on red.
It's word that right if they actually fight
Word
it,
that's right.
but I mean,
Yeah,
does
word
not
that's
blue does
right.
not walk under
It's
tower
Ornn
and
and
just
Kaisa.
live. Like,
That's
Like,
weird.
how do we not just walk away from this?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, can't we just walk away? Is my point. If they fight, I guess it's word that's right for red team, but I don't know.
So
Ornn?
stop or go.
I'll just say word that's right and just say Nutty does some one okay play and gets a kill.
Yeah, worry, that's right. I got faith in my goat.
All right.
What's the worst that could happen?
All righty. Let's go ahead and
extremely
play.
low and will go down after getting the knockup in onto Takane.
Guys is fighting,
Blood
going
is
with
still in
the-
the area as we got Barbie now coming through. Gonna try to be able to go for the call of the forward cut, but it gets denied.
Oh, it's Jover.
That's Iconic saying sayonara to Barbie.
And a
Anyone will be
wasted
left
TP
there all
for
alone.
the
That play
red
does not work out for Primal Instinct Purple.
Primal Instinct Purple.
The MVP of that play.
He's going on the
by
in
far,
list.
is Storm the Bleach. He success.
What the hell is that?
All right, guys, one more clip, and then we'll close it out. All right, here we go.
These mountain drinks, it's going to be more
Another
and more
pip.
difficult to get through this
There's another.
front
Is this the
line.
same
And
game
they
You guys
again?
didn't give me any content, so I like to have to go find
It's
it.
already coming through. Orn is
All right, from the perspective of, you know what? What do you think is gonna happen? I'm not even gonna choose a team. I'll let you guys choose. Do you want to choose red or blue?
Braum uses E like a month and a year too early. We got a Maokai ult and an Ornn ult coming down right here.
Is this play a people stop or worry? That's right, and then choose the team.
It's a goddamn disaster in the making.
For which team?
For blue team,
So we saying people stop for blue team?
Poppy has no ult and we have no Braum wall. Is that correct? Or is Poppy starting ult?
I have no idea.
Poppy just at this point, Poppy had just attempted to use it to get red team out of the blue side jungle.
Oh hell yeah,
and
it's a
did
massacre.
not.
It's a massacre.
Does everyone agree with Coffee? People stop. Blue team. Any
Yeah.
dissenters?
I trust Coffee.
It's gotta be.
Oh,
People
my
stop. We go
God.
for coffee.
Just, how do we lose this if we're red team? Unless, well,
forcing out
See
the
what happens.
ulti, and that
That's a
actually lands
roll-off
onto the
opportunity of a
bottom.
lifetime.
And now you're gonna have a lot
Yeah,
of damage
okay.
coming across to the Drake, but Poppy steals
it's a skill issue
and a
then.
huge play out of both the Poppy and the Olaf in the pit, and then just
Alright, you found out how we lost
Said
it.
people stop for blue team, but blue team is kicking ass.
yeah, I mean it's my bad. I expected people to know how to play against Olaf in 2023, but I guess it's kind of impossible. We have to play around.
What do you mean you hit?
Sorry about that. Actually, I have a bonus one, but if you guys don't have time, then
Oh, I'm
we don't
betting
have to
out like
watch it.
right now. But appreciate you
okay,
guys.
get the
Thank
last
you
words
all.
in and sprint real quick, and then I'll play it for everyone else.
Appreciate you guys. Love all of you. Appreciate everything you guys do in the Aegis. Game of the week. I don't care what anyone says. It's Primal White versus Novosphere Gaming. Novosphere Gaming is my underdog seed that's going to take it in the bottom bracket. Good luck, guys.
Thank you for joining us, Sprint. Have a good one. Don't forget to close your browser so we don't see you on camera.
I think Novosphere is the one team that could qualify over
Watch him keep it open.
under LC.
Yeah, okay, good. He closed it. Thank God. All right, let me play this last clip and then we go close it out. This one's kind of long too, so yeah, it's a two-parter.
Okay.
All right, so for the blue team, this is the first option. People stop or worry. That's right.
Oh, worry, that's right. No way they lose this. They got soul.
Surely they just end.
Okay.
No, no way. No way.
I believe in my goat note.
Vanilla ADC is OP.
Yo, what is this roster, dude? Ryzel, Yarg, Revnon, and Triple Lift is a PRL banger.
Oh no, what happened to the inhib?
Holy cow, that guy's got a vanilla ADC all over them.
It did not show us that. Cheating.
They withheld information.
Wait, but there's more. I'm not gonna pause this yet though. I'm gonna let it play through.
They just end.
Oh no, it's just gonna, they're just gonna get ace.
Alright, red team's working to end.
I've seen real clear these.
What's Raul doing? Anybody know?
Boy, no attacks on this team.
Rel's holding wave.
Yo, they got
Holy shit, Rel's
But yeah, the wave was held.
Oh, it's cooked.
What kind of
Red side minions coming out. Teleport in.
hell no. Ah, hell no.
Oh no.
It's a teleport. It's a teleport to the other side. It's a base race.
He's just not going to teleport. He's not blind enough.
You guys cannot get the wave in.
Surely
Alright.
he just teleports.
For
Surely.
the red team, People stop or worry. That's right. Or they end here.
No, they don't end.
Fuck no.
There's no way we're
People
showing this
stop.
clip if
I believe in
they
them.
end.
They can end.
Is this
here.
is this in the Masters League? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Like-
AML.
Nah, they're all
AML.
low as shit. They're gonna throw.
But what teams are these? What teams are these?
Indigo
I don't
and
know.
Horizon Gaming, so the second seeds.
It's no
Oh,
attack
hell
unique. They
nah.
can't lose.
You see, the
Oh,
problem
hell
is
nah.
the problem is that Indigo did some things last season, and I expected more, to say the least.
So people stop in the red team. They shouldn't do this.
Oh, the game's already over.
Game
It's
is
done.
over. Only reason that Urgot isn't TPing that I can see is that he thinks that they'll kill the tower and the Nexus too quick. Maybe. So like, why would you just not TP here? Like, what's the point?
So people stop for red team, eh?
Gotta be a Peepo stop, but it's
Peepo
already
stop.
done. It's already done, so have to just try.
And for the red team,
Ah,
you guys are correct.
I don't want to live anymore.
If the Nexus, no attack! No
had to
attack!
try. They had to try there, though. They had to. Can't blame them for that.
Yo, I will say, Chelsea, what kind of witchcraft did they do to get June to play friggin' Poppy?
I don't know. It's like after CB Starlight,
Holy.
June, like had a come to Jesus moment or something. I like look at Indigo last season. They are picking June Wukong. We couldn't do that on CB Starlight for sure. Played Wukong once in scrims. Let me tell you, that was not a good sight.
Talon baby.
Yeah, it was Talon Kiana every game. But I'm happy for him. Glad he has achieved self-enlightenment or whatever.
Enlightenment. All right, guys. Thank you though for joining the podcast. I hope you all really enjoyed it. And it was a good conversation. But yeah, let's get these last words in so you guys can all go and I can go get me some food.
It's
Oh, what are you gonna go get?
Well, I'm probably gonna get me some sushi. And
hopefully it's gonna get some fucking hoes.
Oh, hell no.
Chelsea, I got more hoes than you.
Anyways, my final words before I leave, on theme, shout out to CB Starlight, the GOATs, never forget. I will see you guys whenever I see you guys next. Good luck, make sure not to lose, that's my best advice, goodbye.
If anyone's in Vegas for the Life is Beautiful festival, I will be there in all my glory. If you guys are here in Vegas, I do festivals in California, Vegas. Come join us; it'll be great. I'm always a ton of fun. I'm whimsical.
I like that.
If anyone's gonna be at my house, I'll probably be there.
Oh my god.
I love it. I love it. All right, guys.
All right.
Take care.
Thanks, Moose, for being here. Deadbotting, you go next.
I don't know. We're just gonna torture Overic next week, so.
Mr. President, you're gonna have to get down, brother.
I just want to see the jungle percentage, like or jungle proximity. Like I would just love to see that stat if you guys can add that next time. We changed the format a little bit, and I expect to see us in the finals. Just saying.
Oh.
Expect to see us.
Yeah. Shout out to Coachify.gg, commission-free esports coaching platform, currently in open beta.
I know you're not promoting the Coachify GG on the podcast. They ain't sponsoring me yet.
No, they
no
got
free
it.
promo. No free
Finals.
promo. They ain't sponsoring me yet. They sponsoring Aegis.
CS might have stayed open. You know what I'm saying?
Podcast. They ain't sponsoring the podcast yet.
We might be fighting tomorrow, but hey,
They're sponsoring
we brothers
all
in
the leagues.
CCS.
Real and based. Also,
Poppy.
bring CCS back. Make CCS great again. All right.
Make
One
CCS
vote
Any
for
great
last
again.
words
One
before
vote
we
for CCS.
before we cut you off?
Hell yeah. Shoutouts to Akuma Esports, my organization, the greatest organization in NA history. And also shout out to Redacted and his very, very shiny head. I love you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining the podcast.
Also,
once
yeah,
again.
shout out to Prots, my goat.
Shut the fuck up.
Elite
Anyway,
financial advisor.
thank you all for joining the podcast. I hope you all enjoyed the episode. We actually had a lot of good content. And yeah, next time when I ask for clips, y'all need to send me stuff so that way I don't just look up things in streamed matches and from 2 years ago in AML content. So that way we can have a plethora of content to view and whatnot. But anyway, thank you all for joining. Make sure you tune in to the Aegis channel every day at 8 p.m. Eastern. There's always a game going on. ACL is going to be starting on the 22nd, I believe.
Yep, this Friday.
October. Oh, yeah, this Friday. Yeah, this Friday. ACL is back, baby. Check out you know, some NACL players, some former LCS players, and just really high-ranking players in that league there. It's uncapped, so you don't have to worry about Smurfs. Thank you all for joining us, though, and have a good night. Until next time, and we'll see you then.
Yeah.